juice, Kevin.
Alrighty. So we are back. Again, still technical issues. So all you can see are me and Curly Bill.
And Brooks.
And Brooks. And a little bit of Liz, too. Yes, Curly Bill is still here. It is nap time for Curly Bill.
I know. Gloriousness.
Yes. Again, we're Dungeons with Friends. We're an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast.
Hard to believe.
Find us where you find things, like us where you like things, do all the things, join our Discord. For inspiration, who wants to recap our last episode?
I did the last one, so I can't do this one.
I'll take this one. It's been pretty simple. We came to investigate a windmill under the prompt of Van Rickton, who said we needed to do a little bit of a team building exercise, seeing as how he believes that we all were jumping on the straw bandwagon a little too quick. We tried to sneak in to various levels of not success. Very quickly devolved into a fight where Avros got beat 9 kinds of bloody, managed to heal himself up pretty well. We think 2 children might have died. We're still working on the jury on that one. And there's 3 hags that we're pretty sure are killing kids and putting them in pies and selling them to people, and it's making them addicted to pie.
One of the people watching likes your purple hair.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. It's very nice.
She's so pretty.
It's lovely according to them.
Thank you.
I do find it kind of weird how you only know a few details.
All right.
And for some unholy reason, Matilda has decided that Avros is the bane of all existence.
So, we are mid-combat. We are back up at the top of the round. It is Avros' turn. Van Rickton is on deck. Avros.
Avros is going to ready 2 Eldritch Blasts to Matilda. Nope.
Okay.
Avros is, knowing full well the reality of the situation, going to run up to the cages and really, really hope that children work like fully grown adventurers in that they are in a state of death saving throws. And he's going to try to heal the children because he is both out of spell slots for Revivify and does not have the diamonds for Revivify for a small child.
Okay.
So, healing light on 2 children.
Okay. How many hit points are you putting out?
I really want some kids to be okay. To do 2 kids, I would need to do like 1 for an action and 1 for a bonus action. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Then I will do the one whose hand I can see 2d4, the other one 1d4, because that'll be the.
Okay.
I think that's all of my healing. I think I have 6, or do I have 7?
Okay. Go ahead and roll the 2d4.
Hold on.
I think it's a total of 7, but you already used 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have 7. So I will use 2 for 2 and 2.
Okay. So you go ahead and roll your 2d4.
That's a d6. 4. D6. So that's.
Gonna get us a DeLorean.
Nope. They are d6. I was right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So it's a 5. And so that's 10 for 1.
Okay. So the first time you do it, you see this little hand. It sort of suddenly, like you see it sort of like move and sort of like come back into the cage.
Don't do this to me.
Your second spell fails.
I know.
You did good. You did the best you could.
Okay.
Seems like the second one failed kind of on purpose.
Is there anything else you're
Matilda
doing?
visible at this point?
No.
Okay.
And that's on purpose.
Do I legitimately hear just like these
Little
almost like
quippy things.
harassment, like not harassment? What is it when these like heckling comments?
Are you saying these things out loud?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, so the room is just heckling me.
Yes.
And I'm to just not spoil anything for anybody, I'm going to start to pull out a makeup kit from my pocket.
Okay.
And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Van Richten is going to continue what he's doing because it seems to be working. More people are getting in his way, but he's still finding a way to keep shooting at the same one.
Yeah.
Because he knows where to shoot and where to keep going. Not this time though. Just like Judy, ping ping, all around the room. Next up are the baddies. And so the baddies, one's going to attack you, Judy, the one's right in front of you.
Rude.
I'm going to guess that a 23 hits you.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. You are going to take 8 points of slashing damage as it sort of takes this claw and down the sort of front of your body and face. You feel blood suddenly sort of start to pool up from your clothes. And then one is going to the one that had tried to put you to sleep, Abros, is now going to use its magic missile on you. And you're going to take...
My face or their face?
Where?
That's cocked. Cocked? Why do you keep rolling to that same corner where I have something? Okay. You're going to take 14 points.
Whoever you're casting on, yeah.
14 points of force damage as these magic missiles just explode into you. And the last one is going to make a claw attack at Orion. I think she's in range. We can see from here.
Let's do it.
I'm going to guess that a 25 hits you.
Barely.
Early.
And you don't even hold a shield.
I do actually hold a shield.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of damage. You're going to take 18 points of slashing damage. Yeah, as
We've really jumped the gun here.
Yeah, as she comes up and just sinks into you. Okay. Alrighty. That is the baddie's turn. Orion, you're up. Judy, you're on deck.
Alright. Is there anything around the room? Like...
Is there anything around the room?
Something
maybe
around.
in this region, like something 1 to 5 pounds?
Yeah, there's stuff all over the room. There's like little tchotchkes and like cooking implements.
So I'm going to take a frying pan
Okay.
from this region.
Okay.
I'm going to sling it, try and hit this one or that one.
Okay.
Like a straight line.
So you're trying to hit.
With
Can you hit?
catapult, with catapult?
You can hit both of them. Is that how catapult works?
I think it's one of the... I'm using it as if it misses one.
It'll hit the other. Okay. So what? We have a visitor. It's a dex save. Is that right?
Dex save 15.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. So the first one is going to fail. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Which is 3d8. What is 21 points of damage?
That's pretty good, Alex. I have lost my pen, though. That would be helpful. Oh, thank you. I figured John would have one on him. Yes. So this frying pan comes, and you hear it with the sort of sickening crack. Boom. Hits this hag, and she sort of bounces back. She is slow getting up from it as this dark blood sort of runs down her face, pooling. Yeah, that was a good hit. Anything else you're doing?
I don't have any like bonus action spells. I don't have anything I can really use as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be it because everything I have is an action.
Okay. All right. So we'll hold for Judy to see if maybe she can get Vera back up there. We'll go ahead and jump to Matilda. Matilda, what would you like to do? And Avros, you're on deck.
I was thumbing through mine, so for right now, I'm just gonna simply still be reading the room.
Okay.
Just because I was counting on having
Let her
Judy.
play how she wants to play.
Yeah.
Fucktard. I was looking for one.
Okay. Well, why don't we come back to you then? We're already holding for Judy. We'll come back to you too. Okay. Avros, we'll go ahead and go on to you.
I have a question for the DM.
Uh-huh.
When one reads that part, do we reckon it is on my face or their face?
It is to the face. To your face. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try real hard to figure out where this heckling sounds come from.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe I am doing this. I am going to cast Friends at Matilda.
Okay. Let's see it real quick. For the duration, you have advantage. Okay. Yeah. Cool. You do so. That would be your action.
And then I would like to plead to the ghost of the person and say, I would like some help dealing with these people that are trying to kill us.
Okay. Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
It's going to be a 19. Wait, with advantage? Oh, 21 actually.
Okay. I've just realized that we didn't have fight music. Yeah. You feel as though Avros is really earnestly trying to call out for help in this moment. Okay. It is Van Richten's turn, and Van Richten goes, "Oh, this is not looking good." And he is going to wheel up and see the window, and rather than try his hand at trying to get through it, he's going to stick his hands through, and you see these same red balls that had come from these hags appear in his hands, and you see 6 of them appear, and he is going to cast all of them. He's going to cast 3 at this one and 3 at the next one. So... Right. Oh, there it is. Wiki. So you see these missiles, all of them hit, obviously, but 3 of them kind of loop around the room and eventually concuss on this one that had tried to put Avros to sleep and shatter her rib cage with a horrible squelch as she dies. And the others hit into the other one, knocking the knees out from underneath her. She sort of briefly is knocked down and slowly gets back up, now looking pretty hurt.
Are both of them pretty hurt or just that one?
Well, one of them's dead. The other one's pretty hurt. The other one's looking pretty good, the one at the top of the stairs. But that is the end of the baddie's turn. Orion, you are up.
Alright, I am going to do Spare the Dying on the other child.
Okay.
Assuming...
Cool. Yeah, so you're gonna, from where you are, you're gonna have to move to get to them. They're on the other
I'm
side.
fine with moving,
Okay.
I don't know specifically where they are.
Yeah, so you at this point have a lay of the room. You can go through your allies and get to the place. It's going to take about 20 feet of movement. You feel the spell fizzle.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
I don't reckon, as a blacksmith, you got like 300 gold or diamonds.
No, I don't. I'm going to step out of melee range of the witch that's...
This one's at the top of the stairs, and this one's like right here.
I'm going
Yeah.
to step into the corner away. Yeah.
Okay, so one is on the stairs. She won't take an opportunity attack. The other one will. But a 20 doesn't hit you.
What?
A 20 does not hit you. So, yeah. Okay.
My healing light, when it fizzled, does it still consume the dice I was going to use to heal?
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Does it consume my action?
It does consume the action, yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to end my turn because I don't have really
So we're on to Judy. I'm going to just double up on Judy's turns. So Judy needs to reload.
Okay.
So Judy is going to take one of her attacks to reload. And then she's going to take 3 shots at the one on the ground because the other one is in melee. So she's going to take 1 attack. She said it's +7. That would hit. That would hit. That would not hit. If I can remember her stats.
They're right here. If you need them.
6. I think I got it. Okay. Man.
Also, I'm not sure if you caught that earlier. I cast a spell on you to make me to be friends, and he said that you believe me for right now, at least.
Take that as you will. Oh no, Curly Bill.
He's like, dude, I can't
He's
be-
probably hot because he just curled up on the floor.
Could be.
Yeah, that's pretty. Oh yeah, that's warm.
Yeah. So,
I'm ready.
yeah. So this is all Judy's turn.
Okay.
So you all see Judy again. She sort of takes a second and flicks the wheel out of her gun,
Judy's so hot.
knocks the shells back, reloads it with rapid speed, clicks them back in, and boom, 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 lets off 3 rounds into the hag at the ground. 2 of them find purchase, sort of each one in each shoulder. She poof poof comes back, comes down, and you see her vomit up this big projectile of black blood. It seems like she is really hurt. Matilda, you're up. We're going to go ahead and give you 2 actions this round.
Oh, okay. So my first one. How many hags are left standing? That's
2.
Such a weird word to say. Okay, and I take it it's
Each
those
one
2.
is-
Yes.
So am I too close to this one to do anything to?
Any ranged attack would be disadvantage.
But you could also just take.
What are you trying to
I was
do?
gonna do Eldritch Blast, but I can actually, because I'm over level 5, I can do 2 beams, and I can actually send them to both.
You can.
But
actually-
I just
So
want to make sure I'm not too close to that one.
you're too close to that one.
Okay.
You can just step.
But she's invisible, so wouldn't she get advantage in the?
Yeah, so your
Out-
first
But
attack.
only first time I would,
Yeah.
because I'm invisible. As
But
soon as I do it, I'm visible.
But your first beam could be at that one to give you advantage to wipe
Yeah, and it'd
out
be a
the
straight
disadvantage.
roll if that's what you
Okay.
wanted to
And
do.
then
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do
Okay.
my first beam to that
or
one.
more importantly,
Okay.
you're still invisible. You can just move out of combat. It doesn't know you're there.
Oh, true. I can
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
move out. I'm gonna move back.
Cool, cool. Yep. So your first attack is at advantage, and then your
Okay.
next one's straight roll.
That's gonna be a 17.
which hits.
Oh, wait, 17 hits.
Yes. And then 1d10 force damage.
Cuckoo.
Shit, where's the D? Is it? I can't ever remember.
It's this one. The little
Okay.
pyramid-y one.
Okay, so that's 9 points for the first one.
Cool, cool, cool.
And then the second one is a disadvantage, you said?
Oh, it's
No,
straight
just
roll.
straight roll.
Okay, well, that was a 14.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one, right as she's sort of coming back, you actually hit the top of her head from her vomiting, and she sort of clunks back into the stairwell with a sort of clunk, comes up just barely clinging on to life.
Okay.
You still got another action.
Then I'm going to Eldritch Blast again.
Okay, do it. Yeah,
I
2
mean-
straight rolls.
Mine's orange. What color is yours?
So that one's a 16.
Does not hit.
Okay. I'm going to go to different dice for this one.
Those aren't the weighted dice, are they?
No, we left those at home.
But you actually have weighted dice.
We do.
That's awesome.
We don't use them. That's only going to be an 11.
Okay, does not hit.
But still, what
Okay.
color is your Eldritch Blast? What do you want it to be?
Cool. Yeah. So, yeah. Unfortunately, hitting off into the walls. This one. But that will be your turn, I suppose. We're back up at the top of the round. Avros, what would you like to do?
If you ever see neon yellow dice, those are the weighted ones.
I think you meant neon green.
Yes. Green.
Yes.
Inspired by my newly found friendship with Matilda, I will also level. I will also level 2 Eldritch Blasts at what's her face,
Okay, the one in the center?
the really hurt looking one.
Okay, go for it.
Trying to blow it up.
It's a 20,
20 hits.
not natural, just 20. And then D10 plus 3.
That's a 10.
13 points of damage.
Okay. You send this orange beam at her, and going straight up the middle, you sort of bisect her, and you see her sort of crumpled halves in the sort of black pool fall. She is now dead as well.
And I will send my other beam at the other. Can we see her, or is she like too far up the stairs?
No, you can see her.
Other one at her.
Okay, go for it. Does not hit. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that one. She just sort of you hit the banister between you and her, and it crackles on the banister. Anything else you're doing?
That's actually that is just my action. I still have a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be it. I'll move into a defensive position of like the cages.
Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, Van Richten's up. Van Rickton is now going to pull back out his rifle and take 2 shots at the hag on the stairs. Damn, one. That one's gonna hit. Okay. Yeah. So suddenly he feels like Judy is sort of in peril. He takes a wild shot at this one on the stairs. The first one, again, hits the banister, and this next shot hits her right in the flank. With that, we are on to the baddies. The baddie sort of looks around, sees that her sisters are dead, and now is going to make some really frenzied attacks at Judy. That's going to hit. That's going to be 12 points of damage. I can't remember how much she had in hit points. I think she's still good. We'll ask when she comes back. Anyway. Okay. So next up is Orion, and Judy's on deck.
I'm going to double lightning launcher.
Go for it. Do it.
Son of a bitch! I hate when it does that. 10 doesn't hit.
10 does not hit.
It was on a 19 then.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit. Yep. So again, she just seems to be in a very good precarious position behind this banister and sort of not actually getting cover from it, but feels like she is. Anything else you're doing?
That's it.
Okay. Judy is going to see all of this and is going to... Let me see her character sheet. We're going to see if she can do something fun. Yeah, it's not really all that much fun she can do. She is going to preserve herself because she's not here. She's going to use her action to disengage so that she does not provoke an opportunity attack. And she is going to get herself safe. I'm not going to be responsible for character death.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. And that will be her turn. Matilda, you are up. Avros, you're on deck.
I'm going to do Eldritch Blast again to that one.
Cuckoo!
So since I've got 2 beams, I'm sending both of them to him. Do I need to
You roll twice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering. And there's just straight rolls, right?
Yeah, it's straight rolls.
That one's a 5.
Okay.
Even with the modifier?
19. Straight rolls. So there's
That
no
one's going to
modifier.
hit.
Modifier.
No, but I thought you had like a spellcasting modifier of a plus something.
Yeah.
It's +5, but I thought straight roll meant.
Well, in a straight roll, you still add that, but I mean, it's not at advantage or disadvantage.
Did not know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My other one, though, would not have hit, but this one would have because that would have made it a 23.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and roll your d10 of damage.
Okay. 8.
Nice. It is looking very hurt.
Okay.
With this one, it sort of knocks it up against the wall, and again, just sort of dazed, looks around the room, seeing everything kind of now really going against it. We're back up at the top of the round. Avros, what would you like to do?
I'll mix it up a little bit. I will cast Sacred Flame.
Cool. Makes you a what save?
Constant Dexterity, I believe. Hold on, I can clarify
It's going to fail.
Would you
Yeah,
roll?
dexterity saving throw.
A 2.
Oh, curls.
Oh, poor Carla Bell. It wasn't.
Baby.
It's not good. It's not good.
You're okay.
What happened?
He
just-
jumped.
he
He
jumped
jumped.
weirdly
Wasn't
on
good.
He jumped on the edge of the box.
The lid's not on, and he jumped
Yeah.
on, and it went.
Poor Carla Bell.
This Curly Bill's
He's like, I saw all night of my life. Fast forward my
Poor
eyes.
Curly.
So the cantrips get cast at
Lola, no one called.
like
me, sweetie.
first level or
So they're not really a leveled spell, but they go up. So open up a sacred flame.
Yeah, but like you don't have to use.
Yeah. So you see down here where it'll say whenever you reach
Spell
5th
slots.
level, it's 2d8.
okay, so 2d8,
2d8 of damage, and it's save or suck.
6, and 2, so 8.
Okay.
Just 8. That takes 8 points of radiant damage, and because of I'm at 6th level now, anytime I have radiant soul, so whenever I cast a spell that deals radiant or fire damage, I can add a +3 to the fire damage roll against the target. So that will be
That is exactly enough then.
hey.
So, how would you like to do this?
I would like to immolate this lady.
Okay. Yeah.
Straight up burn.
Yeah, these sort of radiant flames, you can hear her sort of screaming Wicked Witch style as they sort of come up her body, and she sort of, as a sort of burned husk, falls down the stairs, and her body parts now just ashes falling down. And with that, we are out of combat.
I would immediately like to go.
The camera was like, good, because I'm done.
Goodbye.
I don't know how this would work, but can I try to do CPR on the dead child? Like, does that work? Like, I don't know what
No.
that would do.
At this point, you all have realized that the child is dead.
All right, well then.
There are 2 children in the room. Now you take some time and look around the room. You see the corpses of the 3 hags all around. Van Rickton takes time and sort of comes into the room. At first sort of jubilant, and then sort of realizing the horrible truth of what's happened.
Quick question: Can I check the body temperature of the one that's dead? What?
You can make a medicine check to see if it's alive or dead.
Well, to kind of see if I can gauge how long it's been.
Yeah.
No, but I want to make sure I didn't kill the child.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to see if you're the reason it's dead.
23.
It is the corpse of this child. This is macabre. The corpse of this child is still very warm. Such that you would think that it has died very recently.
It wasn't your fault, John. It wasn't your fault, Ryan. We did not know that there were children in here. If anything, it's my fault. I rushed in, started us in a bad situation. I'll get that one kid out from under a cage and just.
Yeah. So you go around and the cage is locked.
I'm gonna lightning launcher the lock.
No, just.
Well, what's wrong with me breaking the lock?
How big is this cage?
It's probably maybe 1.5 by 1.5 feet. It's a very small cage.
That's why.
I can firebolt the lock.
We're just not gonna do magic. Can I try to pick the lock somehow?
Do you have thieves' tools?
Can I just smash the lock with my?
There you go.
Yeah.
Can you just break
Do you
it?
have something to smash it with?
I'm covered in armor.
So just an unarmed strike?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, make an attack.
Hulk smash.
Yes, damn right, Hulk smash.
As this child is sort of peeking through the bars, it takes some time. Again, there's not a rush here, but you're in an emotional state after what's happened, and you find yourself just sort of swinging wildly, and eventually you ping this lock off. The child sort of spills out. It sort of immediately glares at the light. You can see that it's a young boy. It has a sort of rotund belly, and it's wearing these sort of rags of clothes. Like, hello?
Hi, we're here to help. We're here to get you out of here.
Okay.
Stand over here in the corner while we try to make sure we get everybody else. Do you know if there's other kids here?
Yeah, they took my sister too.
Oh, that was your brother?
We don't know that. I'm going to assume that the child has not seen the other cage. I'm going to send Matilda. You're good at kids, right?
Sure.
Are you still invisible?
Well,
Oh no, you're not
because-
anymore. Yeah,
so
you're not.
she-
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Okay.
No, great
Yeah.
with kids. Love them. Think they're cute.
Just care for this one for a little bit.
Hey,
And
Hi.
I'll
push
go
you
with
through
the
it
kid.
was a little weird.
I'll
how
go
you were
with the
able to
kid
get
since
them
I'm in
out.
kid form.
Sure. And I will try to somehow just wrench open the other gate.
Okay.
The other
How you
cage.
trying to
Yeah.
get us out of here, though?
Yeah. Again, with time, you're able to do
Is,
so.
is this a small female that looks vaguely similar to the...
Yes, it is.
I'm going to be very, very careful to not let him see this.
Uh huh.
And I'm going to walk outside and just lay her in a bush somewhere and just like out of sight for right now.
Okay.
If you cut her open,
I
first,
will
we're-
let this happen.
We're not cutting open.
I will let this happen.
We're just going to deal with that in a second, and we're going to
Okay.
go back in, search the building, search the bodies, try to rescue everybody, talk to Van Rickton.
Okay. So what all are you all doing now? What's
I'm
next?
gonna search the witches.
Okay.
And I'll head upstairs to look for more kids.
So
She lives.
you all take the time to search the bodies of these hags. By the way, the hags are dead. Thank you for
You
your
killed one.
services.
You took the aggro of small.
So you find on the hags, they don't have much on them, but they have two very key items that they keep on a belt. Each one has a large green gem and a small black leather bag.
So black leather bag.
It's not a diamond. It's not a green diamond. Yeah. No. But you look around the room, and who is searching around the room? Because you've searched the bodies, and that's what you found. So you found three. You put 3 green gems and 3 leather bags. Do you open any of the bags?
Of course you know open the bags.
Okay. You open the first bag. It's empty.
Cursed.
Second bag, you
You
see.
would know all about that, wouldn't you?
You see this sort of gray corporeal image
Wait, what?
come out of the bag as it sort of comes out and goes out the window.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it was a soul. That was trapped.
Do you open the third bag?
That's not
Of course
a
I'm gonna open
Yeah.
the bag.
You open the third bag, it's empty.
Any more kids upstairs?
Yeah, you look around, there don't seem to be any children.
I'll call out. Hello? Anyone here?
You don't hear anything. On the second floor, you can see that it appears to be their bedroom. You can see that there are beds, nightstands for 3 people, goods all around. You can see on the first floor, looking around as well, there are children's clothes and small bones that you think might be of children. And yeah, pretty dark stuff. Oh, and the kid's dead.
Like for sure. And third floor?
Third floor, you go up and you see that it is, as Van Rickton described, that it's mostly machinery. That it seems to be the actual mill of the mill, sort of 2 stones set on top of each other made for grinding. And here you find even more bones set around.
And last question from Avarice. Does he know magically... Basically, does Avarice know if he could get a kid to a priest or something, like the guy with the vampire under his church? Does he know if priests would have that kind of magic?
Make a religion check. Who's searching the building?
I'm gonna also search the building.
Okay. Make an investigation check, Orion.
Would either of you guys like to help?
I'll search.
Okay. You can make an investigation check as well. 14.
Also,
Dirty 20.
about now you realize that I put a spell on you.
Yeah. You realize that he has.
I put
Yeah.
a spell on you.
Yeah, you were charmed.
Why am I stuck with you, little kid?
So he looks up at you and he goes, well, I don't know.
How did you get here?
They took me from my house
Where's your house?
in New Barovia.
Do you want to go back there?
And he looks really sad for a moment. No.
Why not?
He goes, my parents gave me to them.
All right. Well, we're gonna go kill some parents.
Well, y'all don't know that. Well, oh, okay. Before I say anything rude about your parents, financially, were y'all in trouble? That means money-wise.
I don't know.
Did your family? Did you ever want for things or?
We're hungry a lot.
Yeah.
My parents only ate the pies.
Okay, so your parents are crackheads, sweetie.
What's a crackhead?
That's just a fun reference for drugs. Your parents are probably addicted to pies, and they probably sold you to get more pie. I'm really sorry that I don't have an easier way to tell you this, but you're kind of on your own now. But you'll be part of our little group, so you're not alone. But
I
you
sent
don't
this
really have
child
any
to you
family.
for like comfort and protection. You just
So you all, in your investigation, you dig around the room, and you find probably about 100 feet of rope. You also find 500 gold pieces under one of the beds. And you find
$200 worth of diamonds. I'm going to explain that, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
and you find
Gold mine.
Duh.
you also find 2 red gems.
Rubies.
Add that to your
Rubies.
Not red diamonds.
You keep
Not
the
red
shinies.
diamonds.
Right,
Yeah.
No, you keep the gems. I'll just worry about my cash.
Yeah.
You asked me to make a religion check, and it was actually a dirty 20.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She's like going.
You would know that there are people in the world that you were familiar with that had the ability to bring people back to life. You don't know if that's the case here, but you are at least familiar that there are clerics in this world that can do that.
I imagine that's a clock thing, like a time thing.
Exactly.
And I don't think
Yeah.
you'll be able to carry a child.
And you can cast Revivify, right?
Yeah.
You know that you have 24 hours.
So I will. Fuck. Quick meeting for everybody. Small child, would you just sit in the corner right there and just gonna pull everybody?
Yeah, we're gonna go talk about your dead sister.
Do not say that. If I start to hear her say that,
Do
I
you
will
say
try
this?
to tackle her.
Okay.
Okay.
As you do this, Van Richten goes, I will tend to the child.
No, I need you with this.
Oh,
You want me to
okay.
stay with the child?
He goes, oh no.
Sure, you stay with the child.
Okay.
Okay, here. He goes, here, take these. And he gives you his puppets.
Oh.
He goes, they'll love that.
All right.
Okay.
I know that we are not friends with Strahd. I get it. I am horrified of the man. I don't necessarily want to go with him, but if it's between that or dying, gonna go with Strahd. But not the point.
Okay.
Do you know how to bring that kid's sister back to life?
That is not within my skill set.
Do you think Strahd could do that somehow? Don't be don't be weird. Objectively, do you think he could bring this child back?
I do not know. I mean, probably not in a good way.
Fair,
Okay.
that's fair. I will meet you guys back here in a second. I'm going to fly
But here's a question.
to church.
I have 593 gold. What if I just give you the money to get the gems?
And I'm definitely going to try that. I have 200, and I'm assuming I have at least 100 worth from what I tried to buy previously.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. You lost track of it. Yeah, I think you... Sure.
All right, so I'm going to take this small child's body. I'm going to fly them back to town. See if the priest can do anything. If not, I'm going to leave them with her for a second. Try to buy some gems.
I'm gonna give you the 500 gold because that way you can guaranteed get it.
All right, sold. I'll be back, and I'm just going to tootle on out. I'll either meet y'all back here or I'll meet y'all back at Strahd's house. I'll check here first. And I'm
Okay.
flying max speed because Strahd's place was very close to New Main Barovia where we found the priest with
No, it was 2 days.
the church.
So you would know that at normal travel speeds, you're a day and a half away.
I thought the church that we met the priest with that sanctified the ground because
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Wait, are
Strahd-
you looking for Barovia or are you going to Wallachia?
the closer one, the one that like Strahd's manor is overlooking?
Okay. Yes, that's
'Cause we met
probably.
the priest there too,
Yeah,
right?
there is a preacher there. Yeah.
Flying that way because I know it's a
Okay.
lot closer than the other one.
Okay. So yeah. So you do so. It's typically about half a day's travel. Do you just take it at your typical?
As fast as I can with a small child's corpse.
I would like for you to make me 3 Constitution saving throws.
Please pass all 3.
I would really like to pass all 3, John. Not awful. Constitution. It's going to be an 11.
Okay.
Does that succeed?
That's succeed. That's success. That's a failure. So you're going to take a point of exhaustion.
Fair. And that's a 9 plus 1. That's a 10 as well.
Meets or beats. So yeah, this last one, you can feel yourself. You have 1 point of exhaustion as you see the small city of New Barovia coming into sight. You see the small churchyard. At this point, it's probably now late in the afternoon. You come up, and Brother Donnie is actually standing out front, just kind of looking around, just enjoying what little bit of sunlight he has. He sort of looks and sees you flying.
I want to like Iron Man land and just like
Yeah.
hold this child.
He goes, what?
Can you bring this child back to life?
Come in. Yeah. And he goes,
Like, don't panic about this. Do you have the magical capability to bring
I
them
can,
back?
I can try. Okay. This is fine. I haven't done this in a while, but I used to be able to do this. I can probably do this. I can do this, right? I can probably do this. I can do this. Yeah.
I'll put my necklace over him for a second
Yeah.
and make sure he gets a little bit of help.
Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, okay. And he sort of runs to the back of the church like, I can do this. You can hear sort of scraping on the bottom of the floor. Your daddy goes, not now, DJ. He runs and goes to the back and grabs his vestments and this bag of components. And he sits down and goes, okay, I can do this. Alrighty. He reaches down into his bag and he pulls out a big chunk of diamond. He goes, I've been saving this for something special now. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Would you mind praying with me and help me with this?
I got you.
That'd be good. He puts his hands on it. He goes, oh, Father Paylor. Oh, Lord, please help this child and whatever after the phone. And we do this in your holy name. And please, good Lord, please help this kid. Amen. And you see this sort of golden light come out from his hands and wrap around this child, sort of encasing it like a mummy. And the diamond scatters and falls down on it like this sort of mist. And whenever the gold falls back, there's a second, and the child, she sort of like looks around. She goes, where am I?
I will give the father. I have 200 gold, and before I give him just a fuck ton of money, I'll give him 100 of the 500 that Orion gave me to at least match the price of the diamond.
Okay.
Say thank you so much. I'm gonna go get her brother, who's still okay. Just keep an eye on her. We'll be right back.
Okay.
And flying back over to the other place.
And she looks at you as you're going. She goes, wait, what happened? And yeah, you're gone. Yeah, you fly back now, still exhausted, but you're able to make decent time back. By the time you get back, evening is falling.
Oh, yeah.
What
And I
would you
imagine
all
guys will talk.
like to do while you're waiting for Avros?
I'm gonna entertain the kid since I'm in child form.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna basically like play tag and hide and seek and things to like distract the child.
Yeah, it loves it. Yeah, he's not had a chance to play in a very long time, and he's very excited about it.
Didn't anyone find it kind of weird how Avros kind of knew things? Like, he knew what window to open. He kind of knew how, like, the hags were going to be. And all of a sudden, he disappeared with Ed K.
Ed K did K.
No, Ed K. I mean, I can't be the only one that finds that a little suspicious.
I
Hoping he's just doing the right thing.
am very confused. You're mistrustful of Avros.
All of a sudden it's just, we were going in and something in my brain just went, hold on. He knows a lot more than he should know. Like it just...
You're right to the window.
Yeah, he did. He went right to the window.
But it was the only window on the ground floor.
Still, he can fly, so why wouldn't he have flown up to a higher window?
She makes a valid point.
And then it just, like, he gets in there and we don't see anyone, or everyone's just fine, and then all of a sudden he's in there, and the next thing you know, but they're all evil hags.
What do you think, Judy?
Well, what I think here is what we're going to do next.
Oh.
Now that we've got this part, we did what you wanted to, and now, here we come to the end of the day. Where are we going to stay? We're going to sleep in here.
Well, and we've...
We're going to go back to the mansion. We really need to talk about what our plan is going forward.
This was not, of course, my intention. I did not know, obviously, especially the extent of the darkness that was happening here. But I think perhaps it was meant to be for you to see this. To see the kind of horror that Strahd has brought to this land. That these are the kind of creatures that he attracts. That this is the kind of person that he is.
Yeah, but this kid over here, he said that his parents sold him for the pie.
But again, that is the desperation that he has brought to this land. These are all things that he brings.
So here's the question. If we leave with him, does that hold over the land leave too?
Well, it's funny you ask. Because I did not want to say this in the company of Strahd von Zarovich. But I have been to a land that has lost its Dark Lord. Indeed, there is a land that was ruled by a great lich named Aslan Rex, a former rival of Strahd's, whom I was familiar with. One day, out of nowhere, poof, he vanishes without a trace. In this sort of moment of ascendancy, he just arises. Some say he attains godhood, some say he dies, some say he's just gone. And the land itself began to crumble and fall apart. There was this sort of rift that pulled the land apart, and in each of the pieces, different people competed to become the Dark Lord, drawn to that power. This is a terrible fate.
Do I hear any of this as I'm just playing with the child?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So are you telling me that the options are we either leave with Strahd only to have the land split apart and have someone try to come and take over his position and potentially go around meeting lots of other folks like him and doing the same thing, or we just stay here, try to fight him, probably lose and die?
It is not a pleasant position to be in.
No, it really isn't.
There is nothing saying that we must travel with Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh yeah, we could. We could just leave without Strahd.
How quickly can that happen?
Well, we would have to make our way to the border of the lands. And in that time, we could be intercepted, of course, by Stradvan Zarovich. It is a risky run. Of course, I am protected against his his ways of viewing, but you all are not. He is not ignorant. And so we run that risk. But I have a way for us to leave. I have a way for us to get out. But we also run the risk, I think, of potentially Strahd finding his own way to leave and finding us. And then, what is the point?
Well, I think once Avros gets back, we should all get ready to hunker down here until we find Van Rickton.
Have you something in your eyes?
Yeah, are you having a stroke?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not getting this either. And I'm not
Stroke? Are
Do you need
stroking out?
healing, or is it...
Is there dust on the floor?
There's
Hair
blood
on
on the
TV.
floor.
I'm gonna have to write the dang word
Again,
in the dust again.
For simplicity's sake, we'll fast forward to the point where Avros returns empty-handed.
Huh? What happened?
Father Donne was able to heal the child. Your sister is going to be fine. Did we ever ask her name?
But
Oh.
you don't have
No, I'm gonna
her.
deal with that in a second.
You don't have
What's your
her.
sister's name?
Well, my name is Zeke. My sister's name's Franny.
Aw,
Hi,
Ziggy.
Z. Your sister's fine, and we're gonna take you to her tomorrow, okay?
Great. That's nice.
How do we know? How do we know she wasn't just left somewhere?
I would like to walk up to Matilda. Gently, and as nicely as I can, put my hands on either side of her head,
Please don't touch me.
That is a true reaction.
and then just shake violently. What is wrong?
Ask again later.
I don't have a magic to fix whatever your issue is. Like
You
I
just
don't
know a little bit too much for me. All of a sudden, it started dawning on me that things are happening that kind of feel like you're causing some of them.
Avros is just gonna sit down. He's like Avros is exhausted looking. Like he is
Yeah.
breathing hard.
I'm
And he's just gonna sit down and be like, I can't deal with this. Just
I'm gonna go up and just pet him.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
why is your wife?
She just does what she wants.
Talk to her. She don't like me no more.
She listens to me. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I think everybody just needs some rest. So I say that we spend the night here and then we continue on in the morning.
Did we decide if we're going with the?
What we're gonna do is just continue on in the morning.
Quick question. Is there any pie?
There is? Yeah, there are pies all around.
Are you
I will punch you in the
head?
face.
Yeah, there are several crates of pies.
Actually, detect magic.
So again, you don't, as whenever you flew around, you don't detect anything magical.
Cool.
Oh, hold on. I think I've got a weird detect thing.
Can I see what makes up the pies?
People, John. I think that's been
People,
made
soil and
very
green.
apparent.
Soil and green is people, man.
Why does it
No,
sound like Shaggy?
I don't know. I didn't know I could do a Shaggy voice, but apparently I can. Yeah. Go ahead and if you'd like to find one, make an investigation check. Scoob.
Fuck's sake.
4.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. I'm totally getting Sweeney Todd vibes too. Yeah. Talking to Chad. In the tale of Sweeney Todd.
I have
This
purified
is
food
all-
and drink.
This is
That
supposedly
wouldn't
like
work.
drugs. So
Is it? Because I have Well, hold on. Because I can do purified food, so technically if it's poisoned...
I would like to enlist with, you're
Judy.
the normal one here with me. I'd like to enlist Judy's, that was very much a call out.
I like to think I'm normal.
I'd like to enlist your help to collect all of the pies and set them on fire. Do we think this is a good idea?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a crate of pies in my bag of holding.
That I will punch John in the. No,
I
I will punch Orion.
You're trying to sneak this, right?
Yes.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, what a shame.
Make a perception check with advantage because of your rope of ice. Where's the fucking button?
You're gonna fail.
Oh, am I, John?
What's your modifier with it? What's
Plus 6, you dumb mother.
28, motherfucker.
I didn't
John,
have a sleight of hand
Child
of.
upstairs sleeping.
He did get a 28.
gloves
I got
of-
a natural 20.
Gloves of thievery. Add 5
When
to
the
it.
fuck did you get
When did
gloves?
you
of
Yeah,
get
but
thieves?
he should have
gloves?
disadvantage because of those two things on
When
his
did you
fingers.
get gloves of thievery?
I made them. I'm an artificer.
When?
Oh, okay.
Just, while we were doing things.
Cool.
But make him roll at disadvantage because of those two things.
No.
Wish.
I mean, they
Natural
complete...
20.
Disadvantage 'cause it's a big ass crate.
Do I see him steal a crate of drugged child pies?
Do not.
That's another shirt we need.
You see him. You
I'm stealing
do
a crate
not
of
see.
drugged child
You're
pies.
watching him, and because you know something's up, and you keep several eyes on him.
Why are you staring at
But
me?
man, there's one
Because
time
he's a fucking idiot.
where he sneaks. I won't say it's an entire crate, because that's pretty wild.
3 pies.
But he's able to get 3 pies.
I'm still burning the rest of them, and then I'm just going to sleep face down on the floor.
Yep. But easily done.
I'm not doing it just to be bad.
You all spend some time
I understand. I'm proud of
making
you
a
from
fire,
logistics point of view.
and burning the rest of these pies.
I'm asleep. Like Avarice is legitimately just
Just
knocked
asleep.
the fuck out.
I'm gonna
Anyone
let
else
the bed
asleep?
roll out and let Zeke sleep on it.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, he does. It's very quickly too. He sort of puts his head down and really quickly, little snores. Yeah. Anything else y'all are doing?
Actually, Cleric of Hope brings up a valid point. If we're burning the pies, would we be inhaling those?
No, because I'm not going to burn them inside. I'm going to set them in a pile outside, cast Sacred Flame, and go inside and sleep. I'm not going to roast some marshmallows on the
I
children
mean, you burn them there as smoke, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on you.
It's not like burning weed where...
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, no,
We're
you
not
don't
getting
get
contact
you don't get a
with the
second
pie.
hand
We all
high.
just start looking at Z.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Anything else? Well, with that, I think we are going to go ahead and end the
Now,
episode.
we should decide if we want to listen to Strahd.
I mean, if y'all want to go ahead and take a long rest and have that discussion now, I'm good to keep going.
Do we want to have that talk?
Okay, here's what my opinion is.
That sounds like we are. So, you all gain the benefits. You all gain the benefits of a long rest. Matilda, the effect that befell you is relieved whenever you wake up.
Thank God.
Okay.
And Avros, you lose your point of exhaustion,
Hey, everyone.
and you all
What's wrong with you today?
you all wake up inside the old
Does he
bone
have a leg
grinder,
stuck in his cloaca or what?
and
In his what?
Cloaca.
Zeke wakes up too.
Hey, kiddo.
Hey.
So, you're forever now part of our group.
This is
Okay.
His sister is at Father Donnie's church.
Oh, that was nice of you to take her there.
Ambrose is just gonna throw his hands up and just not acknowledge
wrong
what
with him?
is this.
So yeah, Van Rickton is sat over the stove, and you see that he's been cooking. Goes, they made breakfast.
You didn't make pie, did you?
No, I did not use anything here.
Thank God.
Oh, would you go ahead and speak about what we spoke about last night?
Yes, and he fills you all in on I believe I believe it's called Darkon, the domain of Aslan Rex.
Alright. I will lay all of my opinions on this out right now. Avros is horrified of Strahd. Like, we'll do anything to avoid fighting this man. If we want to just leave, he's so okay with that. But if the choices are between fight Strahd or go with Strahd, he is going to go with Strahd every time. So if we want to make that chance and try to run, we can. But as soon as Strahd shows up and is like, "Where you going, friends?" I was just gonna say we got lost.
Okay, here's a question. What if... Okay, so here's how it kind of sounded like from Van Rickton. Is if we go with Strahd to another Domain of Dread, someone else is going to try and claw their way to the top of the Domain of Dread. What? And be in charge of this Domain of Dread.
This is my understanding. Yes.
But you know, a good way to fight one baddie is with another big baddie. So then all of a sudden we get to Strahd versus big baddie equals better chance of winning.
So you're saying go with Strahd, explore a little bit, come back, hope somebody else is trying to muscle in on his turf, and when Strahd and this thing are fighting, try to deal with Strahd then.
Winner.
Okay, I like the idea.
The
But
enemy
we don't.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Cool. We don't have any reason to
Okay,
not
Dwight.
believe what Strahd said in that he's tired of the cycle of coming back to life after being murdered over and over again.
He makes some valid points.
Like, we have no reason to not believe that. Right?
Mm-hmm. No, I trust
Van
what you say.
Rickton, like,
Because it would be exhausting to me. Whatever you all decide, I trust you. The way you handled yourselves in the last fight, everything that you have done has shown me that you are people of good character. And if you think that this is the right thing to do, whether it is to go with Strahd von Zarovich, whether it is to not go, whether it is to stay here and fight, I am with you.
I'm of the opinion, go with Strahd, have another baddie try and move into this area. When we come back, it'll be Strahd versus baddie, and then we get to pick the winner in that fight.
And at that point, Strahd will also have more trust in us.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Yep.
alright, but just so we're clear, because I'm totally down with that as well. If we have not at that time discovered how to stop Strahd from respawning, basically, like just for lack of a better term.
I rather
Do we
like it.
intend to just pretend that he's dead forever, or are we going to stick around and try to fight? Or...
I think we gotta play it by ear.
Well, we can get the sword, and we can get his hearts in the mountain. So we get the sword, we get the heart, and we stab them together.
Art of defeating.
We so basically we're just gonna say we're gonna try to go along with Strahd and see where that takes us.
Yes.
Alright. Are we going to try to keep that hidden from Strahd? Are we going to walk up to this easily able to kill all of us vampire, look him in the eye and say, like, we are going to be your friends completely? Or are we
I
going to
think
tell him,
it's safe to
we're all
say
pretty
no.
horrified of you, we're going to go along with this until we maybe become, like, better friends and then see where things go?
I feel like it's only
I
behooves
feel
us
it-
to be honest with him.
I feel like
he
it-
hears everything.
If I may, I recall he did say he wanted to die. And so I think there is no secret that you all could be the people who eventually kill him for good. I don't think that he's averse to that.
But we're just not going to
That's what he says.
I just want to make sure that we are not trying to hide anything. We are
Yeah.
No, I
open-
think we're just being honest.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think lying to him would work long term because he will fish it out.
Alright, so I'm good with this plan.
Face of this conversation.
You're good?
Yeah, he's just sitting
Like-
there.
I'm gonna.
He's just slowly eating the breakfast.
Yeah.
Would you like some pie? I'm kidding.
So you're good with the plan? You good with?
Yeah. Just warning y'all though.
Alright.
Like Avros, I'm super flighty and am a people pleaser. So if Strahd turns on us and says, "What are y'all doing?" First thing I'm gonna do is fall to his feet and say, "Whatever you want." So
I'm for the
Just
first
know
time
that.
in a while. Definitely not yesterday. I am. in
what
complete
was wrong
sync with-
yesterday?
You were a bitch yesterday. You were heckling me in the middle of a fight yesterday.
I don't remember that. I just know. I mean, there was some stuff that didn't quite add up to me that made me seem a little suspicious of you. But
We're gonna figure whatever the hell that is out later too. But so everybody's good.
yeah, you have great ideas.
All right,
Okay.
let's get
Very
Zeke.
knowledgeable.
Let's get Zeke back to sister and
Let's get Z back to his sister.
Sounds like you guys have a plan. that's
Yeah.
where we're going to end the episode.
I just didn't want us to go 3 hours without figuring that out.
Okay, so why was I so suspicious?